Hello everyone, we're heading back to Dark Odin to see about getting a better score. What we learned the first time is we can ignore light resist with Ling's 2 stacks of Mirage. So fire resist is all we got to worry about. Everybody has at least 20 fire resist in both forms. So we have Laura. Base form, fire resist is all that really matters. And Shift, we still have fire resist and she's set up for a limit. 300 human, 300 limit. Tifa's base form, just fire resist. And Shift, she's set up for her limit. 300 human and 300 limit. Aerith, she does have light resist still because I just didn't take off stuff I didn't need. But 20 fire in the base form, nothing else really matters there except for the lion's emblem. Shift is magic and killers and the 20 fire resist. So 225 human killer, 150 limit damage for her. Sephiroth base form has the fire resist. Shift, we still have fire and limit focus. 300 human, 300 limit. Louise, we have our fire resist and her base form is set up for a lot of limit fill. So we got 900 rate boost and max crystals per turn there. And Shift, we're set up for her limit. 300 human, 300 limit. And Ling is our evasion provoker in both forms, and both forms have the Dragon's Brush and Call of the Wild. So for the base form, 950 rate boost and max crystals per turn. Shift, we gave her a little bit more on the attack, but still have Call of the Wild, Dragon's Brush, and still our evasion provoker. 300 human there. And she's got 500 rate boost and max crystals still. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we get. Alright, turn 1. Aerith, we need a fire buff from Carbuncle. Ling, we're just going to keep shifting to keep triple. So I need to combo step. We're going to Passionate and Refreshing Twirl. Alright, now we need to do our 100 chain, so everybody else is just going to SR. Alright, 100 chain taken care of. Turn 2, Laura, we're going to shift. And we get 1 stack of her limit in. Sephiroth, we're going to shift and do the same thing. Alright, Tifa, we're going to shift and get her stack. Alright, Ling, we're going to shift. So I should be able to bite for a stack, Passionate, and Twirl. And Louise is going to get a stack in now too. Aerith is just going to Rally Cry. At the end of this turn, we're going to get imperiled, which is fine. Alright, Tifa, go back to base. Sephiroth, go back to base. they're going to auto attack, so Sephiroth can auto attack first. Tifa can do her auto attack. Alright, Louise is going to go to base. And we're just going to do her limit fill. Alright, Ling, we're just going to shift. So we're going to double Passionate and then twirl. That lets Laura get a second stack in of her limit burst. And Aerith can just rally cry again. So we're going to get imperiled. Alright, now, Ling has to stay in the base, and she has to go first. So I need to clean movement to dispel everything first. And then we're going to disarming. And then I have to refreshing twirl. Now Aerith has to redo our fire buff, seeing we just dispelled that. Alright, Louise can shift. We need to get a stack of her limit in. Alright, Sephiroth is going to auto attack. Tifa is going to auto attack. And Laura, we're going to go to base. And we're going to triple hot shot just to try to get some crystals going. Yeah, was hoping a couple more would hit Louise, but we'll be fine. Okay. We'll have Sephiroth go first. He's going to do his base limit. Alright, Tifa can go next with her base limit. Alright, Louise, we're staying shifted. So we're going to do a triple on the Ionic for LB fill and one disarming for the gun in peril. Alright, Laura, we can actually just rally cry. Because it doesn't matter, we just can't guard. Alright, Aerith, we're going to shift. And we're going to do her shifted limit. And Ling is going to shift. So I can Dragon's Bite. I can Human Killer. And then we can Refreshing Twirl. end of this turn, we're going to get imperiled, but that won't matter, because we're going to kill next turn. Alright, Sephiroth staying in base form, we're just going to do his Magnus. Tifa staying in base form, we're going to do her Magnus. Louise is going to base, but we're going to wait a second. So we're going to have Lara go next, so we're going to shift. And we're going to use her shifted Magnus for the big defense break and her fire buff. Alright, now Louise, we're going to fire starter, incapacitate. I can hit firepower because whatever, and we can fire foam. Just because we have some overlapping buffs. Alright, Aerith. We're just going to double cast. So we're going to Wish to Save the Planet and Ardent Prayer. Alright, and Ling, staying shifted. So we'll bite, make sure that that's fully stacked up. We're going to do her Magnus, and then we're also going to Celestial Dance. Alright, time for the kill. So timing this is going to be fun. Laura stays shifted for a limit burst. Tifa is going to shift for her limit burst. Aerith is staying shifted for her limit burst. Sephiroth has to shift for his limit burst. Louise shifts for a limit burst. And Ling stays shifted, and we're going to triple bite. So I have to hit Louise and Sephiroth, wait a second, Aerith and Tifa for the chain, Laura and Ling right after. Let's see how this works. .5, so new high score at least. Alright, what do we get? So Laura was 1.2, just ahead of Sephiroth, so those two kind of tied. Tifa was only 680. Louise was 273. Aerith was there mostly for the buff support, so that's expected for being the lowest. Some of that might be variance. But we did get a new high score. So I'll think about maybe some more tweaks to see if we can get even higher. But for now, we're going to end the video there. Hope everybody enjoyed.